welcome to Facebook Live. And I'll just wait a few moments and see if anyone pops on. So today we'll be doing an empowered health break, working with balancing the emotions. So we'll be working with some energy medicine yoga techniques. We will be doing some tapping and some movement and some sounds and some holds, and so we'll be getting energy moving forward, and we'll be getting energy moving, crossing over like we always do with that energy medicine yoga wake up, and then we'll work specifically with what's referred to as the 5 elements. So the 5 elements are water, wood, fire, earth, and metal. So a lot of this stuff comes from traditional Chinese medicine, and just so that you know, when I'm doing certain things, it's opposite. So I'll be saying, listen to what I say. It will be right when I say right, but it might look like I'm doing left because it's just the opposite. Hi, Deb. So welcome, and we'll get started. So energy medicine yoga is something that was derived from Lauren Walker, and she's my teacher, and her teacher is Donna Eden. And so she took Donna Eden's work, energy medicine, and brought it into a yoga practice or movement, because energy needs to move and it wants a pathway to move. And so we'll be doing things to get energy moving and flowing, so that all is energy, everything in our body is energy, everything around us is energy. And so we'll get that subtle energy moving in our bodies. And sometimes you can't notice it in a gross way, but it's subtle. It's if you do this on a regular basis, you will notice a difference in your well-being, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So let's get started. So come to a comfortable standing position. You can do most of this stuff sitting down as well if you wish. So comfortable standing position, arms at your side. Just take a few moments. Settle into your breath, your natural breathing. Let your body soften a little bit, internally, externally. And just ask your body how it feels. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever pops up, whatever word. And let that just register for you right now. And then bring forth an intention. What would you like to bring forth into the day, into your life, and really anchor into your being, into every cell of your being? One word, maybe a short phrase. I am healthy. I eat healthy food. I trust. I love. I receive love. Whatever that intention is, connect with the essence of it, and let it ride with your breath as we practice right now and into your day. Okay, let's take the fingers together, find your clavicle bones, and begin to thump there. Hi, Kirsten. So inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. The on switch for all of the subtle energies of the body. Drop one hand, come right in the center of the chest, awakening your immune system. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Soft fists on the side of your fists, lower ribs, lower outside of your ribs. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Maybe bring your shoulder blades towards each other. This helps you to digest all that is coming through your system, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Shake that off. 2 fingers right underneath the eyes on the cheekbones. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. This helps to ground. Maybe bring your awareness right to your second toe next to your big toe. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Let your arms come to your side. Close your eyes and just witness your inner space now. Great, let's come to marching in place. Right hand, right knee, left hand, left knee. Just 3 times. And shake that off. And then we'll cross crawl. So bring your knee up as high as it feels right, maybe circling through the arms, maybe a little bit more of a twist, navel's towards the spine. And just getting your energy crossing over your body, your energy, your subtle energy wants to move forward and cross over. You can do this all day long if you wanted to. Helps to turn your brain on, helps with the DNA, recognizing itself, helps with the heart. Beautiful. And let's come to stillness. Take your hands and hover them in front of your pubic bone. Come to that intention. Connect with the essence of that intention. And then zip that right up the front of the body to the mouth. Flip the hands and reach up and spread that out into your auric field. So informing all of the morsels of your auric field. 2 more times. Zipping up. Exhaling out of the mouth. Informing your auric field with that intention. 1 more time. One finger into the navel, 1 finger between the brow. Push in, pull up. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Eyes are gently open. Just hooking all of that good stuff up. Fabulous. Okay, let's shake that off. I'm going to come into the 5-element flow. So we'll just take the arms up, reach them up, and we'll Celtic weave all the way down. So figurating through your arms. Come to a forward bend, gentle knee bend, or come to a squat, a high squat. So this is where we're coming to, a squat, or to a lower squat, whatever works for you. Or you can be sitting on the ground with your knees close to your chest. And find your balance. 1 hand in front of you, 1 hand wrapped around your shin. We'll tuck in, and then lift up the head, and with a hoo, blow out a candle. We'll do that 4 more times. Inhale, tuck the chin. Tuck the chin. 2 more times. One more. Release 1 hand down. Lift the sit bones, keep the knees bent. Imagine a beautiful garden in front of you and begin to pick the weeds. So anything in life that's bothering you, disturbing you, take them into your hands. And then bring your arms back and around, and with a shh, recycle them right back down to the earth. So 4 more times. Pull those weeds, and just moving that shh. It's removing anger energy. That who was moving fear energy. So pull that in, up and around, shh. 2 more times. Pull that in, find the earth with your feet. Shh. And 1 more time. Shh. Hands on top of the big toes, sweep them back to the ankles. Come up the inside of the legs, nice and softly, gently. Come to the hips, come to the outside of the body, up past the armpits, back down the ribs, right to the lower ribs, and buzz right there. Beautiful. And now we'll work with anxiety. Hands over the legs. Find the earth. Inhale, exhale. We'll reach the arms up, tent the fingers above the head. Bring the thumbs to the crown with a ha. Arms down and around, fingers in front of the third eye. To the third eye. Arms down and around, fingers in front of the heart, thumbs to the heart with a ha. Arms down and around, fingers in front of the navel, thumbs to the navel with a ha. Hands over the belly, 2 ha's here, anchoring that energy down in this lower belly, in this energy center. And then this next exhale will sweep right down the front of the legs, bend into the knees, and just shake that off. And then trace up spleen again like we just did. Hands on top of the big toes, come back to the ankles. And we'll come up the inside of the legs to the hips, up the outside of the body, past the armpits, and buzz right into the spleen point. Beautiful. And then take your hands over those spleen points. Give yourself a little hug. Slight bend in the knees and rock yourself from side to side. So Ujjayi breath is the sound here. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the nose. Slight aspirant sound. And just gently rocking yourself. So giving yourself some love, self-love. Working with worry, shifting worry. Coming back to center. We'll reach the arms up and pull down from the heavens that which you need. You may not know what it is, just pull it down. And then let's sweep it behind the ears 3 times. We'll bring that right to our hearts. And then bend into the knees, and we'll Celtic weave all the way down. So figure 8, bend into the knees, roll to the outer edges of your feet, and then pulse into this point. It's called Kindi 1. It's right in the middle of the foot. And just pulse your fingers there, knees are bent. Let your head grow heavy. And we'll inhale, straighten through the legs and arms. And then exhale, bend into the knees and elbows. Straighten, inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last time. Roll to the outer edges of the feet, release the hands, hands on top of the big toes, and we'll sweep up spleen again. Nice and slow and deliberate. Come up the outside, and then buzz into spleen. Hands over the heart. Beautiful. Hands over onto the thighs. So we'll inhale and exhale. So we'll work with grief. This is helping to move grief. So find the earth, and we'll then come to a gentle back bend, opening up the belly. And arms reach back. With that S sound, as if you're hugging a nice big tree and your fingers don't reach. Round through the spine. Come up to the heart level. And hug that tree again with that. So working with the pulsing of life, working with that which you have no control over. You've done all that you can. Reach those arms up, open up to the help of the universe. Receiving that help through your hands. Surrendering that which you have no control over. And then with your next exhale, we'll overlap the hands with that S sound. Go down the arms to the tops of the shoulders, to the upper corners of the chest, and 2 more exhales with that S. Moving into trust, letting go, surrendering. Beautiful. Let's take the hand right on the inside of the right hip. So it's going to look like the left hip to you. So come right to the inside of that right hip and massage in there. And then move one hand up underneath that right rib and massage in there. Come up underneath, right in the center, right under the sternum, and massage in there. Come underneath the left rib and massage in there. Come down in front of the left hip and massage in there. Come across in front of the right hip again and massage in there. So now we're going to make a star. So from that right hip, come up to the middle and press in there and have the other hand meet there. Beautiful. And then go in front of the left hip with one hand and have the other hand come down to meet there. And then one hand up underneath the right rib and the other hand come to meet there. Come across underneath the left rib and the other hand to meet there. Beautiful. And come in front of that right hip and the other hand to meet there. And let's just do 3 circles in a clockwise direction around the belly. So up the right side, down the left. Great, shake that off. We'll come into what's referred to as the belt flow. So again, opposite, just listen to what I'm saying. Hands to the left and sweep across the upper belly to the right. Hands off the body to the left and sweep across to the right. Hands off the body, upper belly, and sweep across and down the outside of that right leg and off the pinky toe and shake that off. Hands on top of the big toes, sweep up spleen. You probably have that by now. Great. Hands over to the right, sweep over to the left. Over to the right and over to the left. Hands to the right and sweep over and come down the left side and off the pinky toe and shake that off. So bend into your knees. Take your hands on your lower back, right behind your navel, and circle. So maybe your back is flat, knees are bent, and circle in both directions. It's a very powerful point. We're awakening. And actually, let's just flip the hands right there. So flip the hands over. Terrific. And then come to stillness, rise up with the upper body, and then flip the hands in front of the hips. And then sweep those hands up the front of the body, around the mouth. 3 audible exhales. And hands over the heart. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to do some holds, and these work specifically with those different emotions. And so depending on what emotion has been up for you lately, you do the hold that I say. If you're going to be using this at another time, you might have another emotion that comes up, and you can then follow the instructions of what I'm going to direct for all of the emotions. So if it's primarily fear that comes up for you right now, one hand is over the forehead and one hand is right at the back of the head, right at the base of the skull. And you could be sitting down doing this, or laying down even if you wanted to, or standing up. So that's for fear. I'm going to go through this quickly, but you decide which one is right for you right now. The one for anxiety is one hand over the forehead, one hand right on the back of the head, right where my ponytail is. So right behind the eyes. For grief, deep sadness, one hand on front of the forehead, and one hand on top of the head. Anger is heels of the hands on the temples and fingers over the forehead. If it's worry, heels of the hands on the cheekbones and hands over the eyes and fingers over the forehead. So you decide which one you are going to hold right now. So just hold one. So we'll go through it again. So fear is hand over the forehead, hand on the back. Anxiety is hand over the forehead, hand right where the ponytail is. If it's grief or sadness, hand on the forehead and hand on the crown. If it's anger, heels of the hands on the temples and fingers over the forehead. And worry is heels of the hands on the cheeks and fingers over the forehead. So as you're standing there or sitting there or laying down, just softly let your hands rest there. These are neurovascular points. They help to process the emotion through the nervous system with blood flow. They're pretty magical. And they're really beautiful to use anytime. So that little map that I just showed you with the hands for those different emotions, you can use anytime. You can use when you're going to sleep, when you first wake up, maybe in the middle of the night you had a nightmare. So they're all powerful. Maybe exhale out of your mouth a little bit. And so it's really great to hold these points for 2 to 5 minutes. So we'll stay on the shorter side here for this little class. But feel free to stay with them as long as you feel the need. There's definitely a transmutation that occurs. So feel free to stay with the hold that you have. I'm going to continue to end this class or complete this class. Taking your hands over your heart, just bowing your head towards your heart. Big breaths into your heart. And bring your awareness to what you're grateful for right now. I am grateful for. And just allow all of the things that you're grateful for to just pour in, right into your heart. Connect to your heart. And then connect with your mantra or your intention. Asking yourself, how do I feel? Take note. Let's just lock that in. One finger into the navel, one finger between the brow, push in, pull up.